Today, we're going to talk about something wild. It's a tool that's totally invisible, but it's also the secret blueprint that holds professional websites together. Pretty cool, huh?
So let me ask you something. Can you actually write code that the computer is forbidden from reading? Like you tell it, hey, ignore this part. It sounds kind of like a riddle, right? But the answer isn't just yes. It's actually one of the most powerful tricks a developer can have up their sleeve.
And this is the heart of the mystery, right here. Get this. There's a tag in HTML that creates absolutely nothing on the screen. No text, no picture, not even a line. Zero. And yet, for professional engineers, it's one of their most important tools. So what is it? And why is it such a big deal?
Okay, so here's our plan. First, we're going to figure out what this invisible ink is all about. Then we'll check out the master tools and see how the pros use it. And finally, you'll get your very own architect's blueprint to try it out yourself.
All right, Section 1, HTML's invisible ink. We're about to crack the code on what are called non-executable commands. It's a fancy term, but all it really means is instructions that the browser sees, but is ordered not to actually show on the page.
And the big secret is the HTML comment tag. Its one and only job is to hide whatever you put inside it. The web browser sees it, nods, and then just completely ignores it. That means whatever's inside is totally invisible to anyone looking at your website.
And here it is in all its glory. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is, wow, that looks weird, right? It doesn't follow that same neat, tidy pattern of other HTML tags. It's a little strange.
So let's break it down. You've got the opening, which is a less than sign, an exclamation point, and 2 dashes. Then comes your content, your secret message. And it closes with 2 dashes and a greater than sign. That totally unique structure is a huge signal to the browser that says, hey, whatever you see in here, it's not for you. Move along.
Okay, so if the browser ignores it, who is it for? That's the big question, right? And that's what we're going to cover next. We'll look at 3 powerful missions for this new secret agent tag of yours.
Okay, this is super important. Think about it. Most of your HTML tags, like a paragraph or an image tag, are messages from a human to a computer. You're telling the browser, hey, show this picture. But a comment tag, it's different. It's a message from a human to another human. Because at the end of the day, coding is a team sport, and comments are how you talk to your teammates, right there inside the code.
Exactly. The pros call this internal documentation. As your website gets bigger and more complicated, your code file can start to feel like a huge, crowded city. Comments are like the street signs and the landmarks you leave behind. They're a roadmap for anyone who comes after you, or for you when you come back later.
And here is a perfect example of that roadmap in action. See on the left, in the code, we've got comments labeling different sections, like navigation start. But look on the right, at the actual website. Those labels are gone, totally invisible. So you get all that amazing organization without any of the clutter on your final page. It's the best of both worlds.
All right, on to mission number 2, debugging. We've all been there. You have a link or an image, and it's just broken. It's not working. And that first instinct is just to delete the whole line of code and start over, right? But then you lose all that work. Well, here's what the pros do. Instead of deleting that broken code, you just wrap it in a comment tag. This is what we call commenting it out. And it's like flicking a safety switch. The code is instantly turned off on the website, but it's still safe and sound in your file, waiting for you to come back and fix it later. You're basically just putting the broken code to sleep instead of destroying it. So cool.
And that brings us to our final mission, future-proofing. It's really easy to think comments are just for other people on your team. But honestly, the person who will thank you the most for your comments is you. Future you. Seriously. In 6 months, are you really going to remember why you wrote that one specific, kind of complex piece of code? Probably not. A good comment is just a little message you leave for your future self. It'll save you so much time and headache down the road.
All right, it's time to get our hands dirty. You're going to become the architect of your own code. We've got a little mission for you to start documenting your projects just like a pro.
Okay, here's your mission. First, go open up a project you've already worked on. Right at the very top, I want you to add a comment with your name and today's date. This is what pros do to track their work. Next, find a section in your code, maybe where your lists begin, and add a comment that says something like "lists start here." And for a little bonus, find your horizontal rule tag and try commenting it out. Just wrap it in comment tags and watch it vanish from the page. It's proof that you can turn code on and off without ever hitting delete.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. Your code, yeah, it tells the computer what to do. That's true. But it's also a story. It's a record of how you think, the problems you solved, and your own creativity. So the real question you should ask yourself is this: what story does your code tell to people who come after you?